The complement of an event is the probability that the event does not occur. Now, we have different notation for this. It depends on what book you're looking at. I prefer this notation, but you may see other notation, so I want to make sure I go over that with you. So the probability that event A does not occur, that is, the notation for that is A with this little C, where we normally would see an exponent, and that stands for the complement of A. Now, other ways that you can see that notation is A bar. That's another way of saying the event A does not occur. Or you could have an A with a little prime symbol. Event A does not occur. To find the probability that event does not occur, because it's the complement, we just need to subtract it from 1, or if we're talking about percent, subtract it from 100%. So, for example, if I'm going to buy a new car and my favorite color is green, so maybe I say there's an 80% chance that when I choose my new car, the color is going to be green. So the complement of that is the probability that the car will not be green, would have to be 20%. 80% that it's green, so 20% that it's not green. So the complement is whatever is left over. So looking at example 9, if the probability that it rains tomorrow is 0.03, then what is the probability that it does not rain? So let's let R be the event that it rains. So that means the probability that it rains is 0.03. So if I want to write the probability that it doesn't rain, I would use the probability of our complement, that it doesn't rain, and I would subtract that from 1 to find what's left over. So the chance that it doesn't rain is going to be 0.97 or 97%. Now remember, there's other ways to write that. I could have written it like this. Or I could write it like this. All different notations for saying the same thing. But I like to use this one, so that's what I'm going to try to stick with.